Looks like, though, we're about to jump right into the game here, starting off with Stress.
Absolutely, starting off with Stress indeed, and hopefully he's chilling right now because he almost gets the back taken out. Super CC evades, automatic 3-on-3 right off the bat. Jeremy throwing a great nade on Camouflage, not able to take him out. Can he finish this kill though? Yes, he finally takes out Commonly, and now he's trying to work his way towards another base.
Yeah, good burn there on that Camo and Ovi spawning both on this map. Very small map, going to be just, you know, real fast paced here as they get a couple kills now. No longer don't have a stronghold just yet. Looks like they're going to go for bottom mid.
Absolutely, and now base going actually in favor of the blue team, but in case you guys don't know how strongholds work, you have to have 2 bases in order to put points on the board. For every time you have a second while you have 2 bases, you earn yourself 1 point. If you manage to get 3 bases, you somehow will get 2 points per second. It's a very snowbally map, a little bit different than Domination in Call of Duty, because if you don't have at least 2 bases, you're not scoring. Your scoreboard is at a standstill, which creates these really big swings. So 99-0, 100-1. You can literally come back from these crazy moments because you literally stop putting points when you don't have 2 bases.
Yeah, and you know, I think we're seeing almost like a little bit of patience out of these players too. Like, right, this is very small maps, usually very fast paced, but like we're tending to see players when they go down like this, we're seeing blue team 3 down, they're going to wait for each of their members to spawn. Super CC just sort of playing it safe here, setting up, still a minute till the next power ups. He's going to get ahead, get the jump there on Sorel, go over top middle and make some plays. Look at this now, both of them trying to take this bottom mid position.
Absolutely. Now hopping on board here with Article gets taken out by Scariotic, commonly getting a kill as well. Sorel gonna have to take a nade just to stop the momentum coming in, but we're still on board here with Brainstorm. We're gonna see what he can do. He's not going to take bottom mid, right? And that's the worst part about strongholds. You want to hop in a base by yourself, Taylor, but at this level of gameplay, it's not even worth it. You're just gonna die the moment somebody sees that that's getting captured. 9:51 seconds on the clock here, so there should be a power-up coming up very soon, if not already.
Yeah, and you could see here Brainstorm is just playing that exact way. He didn't want to push into bottom mid, likes to sort of keep the high ground, and even then, he, you know, didn't go ahead and take red base, wanted to support his teammate Stress, who now has the overshield, is going to make a big play, but what a good shot there from the enemy team. They're able to take him out. Commonly, of course, on the other side, having this invis and green gun, that's a deadly combination. Is now he's making his way top mid. Their team in a full force triple cap right now. They are putting some distance between them in this game to 100.
Absolutely. Notice how they had all the control, but they just momentarily went 3 down. Luckily, Commonly staying alive with that Peace Shooter Invis combo, able to hold off until his teammates spawn, still getting kills. 35-16 lead in favor of Flyers right now. They're not slowing down whatsoever. That 1-2 combo. Sorel, what are you doing? You don't challenge these 2.
Yeah, and it's snowbally here, right? I mean, you can see another triple cap coming. Like, as soon as you see one being taken, they can just rush over to it, which is why it's going to be so important for Savage to sort of like still not get super flustered. We're about hitting the 50-way mark here, though, and they're going to start having to make a move soon, as Commonly taking a very good position here in Turbine, sort of working his way around, putting in good damage, going on a killing spree right now. Staying alive on such a small map like this is very crucial, as he's just working his way through bottom mid, controlling this this sort of center of the map area with this plasma pistol, and he's just making quick work out of the Flyers.
And that's one thing, you know, Halo 5's been out for such a long time now. You know, we're going on 5, maybe almost 6 years, it seems like at times. But you need to be able to utilize the entire sandbox that's given to you. If you're playing Halo 5 year 5 and you don't know how to use the combo, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't know how to situationally use even the bolt shot, it's a great gun. It's a 2-shot melee. Every gun in Halo 5 competitive has its place, and it kind of tilts me when I see players not picking them up and utilize them in the different situations.
Yeah, agreed. Like, everything on here can be a power weapon. I mean, we even know how strong that 5-shot is from a pistol, a well-placed pistol, and a thrust. As you see here now, sort of similar situation, Commonly coming away with the invis. Flyers came away with that overshield. To see what they're going to make happen of this. Still in a 2-cap here, so Red has stemmed the bleeding just a little bit, but Commonly being very sneaky. He's going to start capturing blue base just a little bit. They know he's there. He's on top of this. That's a great position for him to put on pressure, force Red team to come back so his team can continue continue to crawl their way towards 100. And now 80 points and counting. I don't know, Tony, this one seems pretty done to me, as Commonly just gets a nice kill on Brainstorm, turns around, firing back over, still staying alive with that invis for as long as possible, allowing his team to come in, finish them up, take top mid control, and yeah, just sort of close this one out.
Absolutely, the Flyers have just momentarily went 2 down, and that gave this red team the ample opportunity to come in and take over that pit. So now we're seeing points put on in favor of the red team. We're starting to see momentum flip a little bit here, and just as I say that, they go 2 down. So now Blue Team's going to try to capitalize this as well. 85-22 lead, 8 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock, so we have a long time before power-ups, nothing but pistols and whatever else on the map here.
Yeah, true, and you're right, they did just go 2 down there, but so did the other teams, but they weren't able quite to take that one back, as now Scariotic sort of stuck in the corner there. Moving on to Article, who has this top mid control, and that's exactly what you want to do here, especially when you're down by so much, is that you need to stay in that top mid position, lay down shots, and just make sure that if you know, the enemy team is going to triple pile, you know, to sort of like milk that last little bit, you prevent that from happening, though. Looks like that already happened. We're about to go into another 2 strongholds for Blue Team as they're making their way towards 100.
Absolutely, now on board with Chase, that Super CC, waiting for that camouflage. Doesn't have an exact time, but finally picking up, gonna work his way over towards pit, and camouflage, 2 caps, 95 points on the board. Taylor, I don't want to say it's over, but I hear her singing. I hear her singing, Taylor.
I do, and I know we've seen, I think it's been a pretty even split, right, between the power-ups between both teams, but I think we really used that camo to the large effect, right? Being able to sneak around that map and sort of get in these advantageous positions, flanking is really easy and really quick on such a small map, and so it looked like the Flyers really took that one and used the camo well to win that one pretty convincingly.
Absolutely, and you know how much I love stats. We're going right in the stats, and look at that. 4 captures coming out straight, 6 out of stress. Ultimately, that's great captures there, but you know, ultimately is obviously a losing effort. Great job by Flyers holding control. 11 kills come out of straight 6, 15 out of Scariotic, 13 kills out of Commonly, only dying 8 times. A great 15 and 9 out of Brainstorm. That's fantastic work, but even better work coming out of this Blue Team squad, aka your Flyers, because it only took 6 minutes and 58 seconds to make quick work of your red team.
Yeah, and you know, right, these stats are pretty even. Kills, assists, deaths, like they're all floating around the same one. Taking a quick look at the damage, like, yeah, I think there is a little bit of a damage advantage there, so it just means, you know, more shots are being fired by the Flyers, controlling them. But, you know, I think this is going to be set up for a real good best of 5 here. I think this, you know, won't necessarily be an immediate 3-0. Our next one going to be Slayer Truth, I believe. Or no, excuse me, CTF Truth.
Okay.
Or no, am I wrong there? So, no,
it should be a Slayer. Game 2 should be a Slayer.
Slayer Truth. So, how do you feel about this Slayer game going in? Given the sort of the equal footing they both seem to be on that last one, what do you think, Tony? You think this is going to be a close one?
Well, that's one thing about Strongholds. Obviously, Strongholds going to play really well towards a fast team like Flyers. It's in their freaking name, God bless. They fly across the map. They're going to get to those objectives. However, when you're able to control the pace, like I think this red team's able to do, I think that's going to open up. I think it's going to open up a lot of different scenarios. I think they could tie up the series right here, right now. And to be honest with you, I think they have to. I would not want to go into a game 3, which is most likely going to be a flag, down 0-2 to a team that might just be the better objective team. You need to gain some kind of momentum. You need to make your run right here. Tie the Slayer, so this way, if you end up forcing a game 5, you will feel good that you already won 1 Slayer in the series.
Yeah, I agree. Come out of this one hot. Control that power up, you know, make sure you get in control of it, because that camo, as we saw, was really, I thought, the reason that the Flyers were able to win that first game, number 1. And on a map, again, like Truth, going to be small, going to be subject to a lot of momentous swings there. So potentially seeing a lot of, you know, if one team can snowball the other, it could really put a damper on their ability to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just kind of waiting for the guys to set up here. In case you don't know some of these guys, I give you a little bit of history lesson while we wait for them to use the restroom. Chug some water, whatever it is that they're doing. Obviously, you have Savage Mode. You have obviously, I'm looking at the Sorrel. Sorrel, fantastic player. I'm so glad to see him come back. I saw him team with Slinky and Swish. I think it was a couple weeks ago. This man hasn't skipped a beat. Same thing with Brainstorm. Brainstorm, a plug and play player. You can put him in any situation, and I promise you, you will be successful. Just to I went to this seafood restaurant. I swear they had a really good cocktail sauce, and I was putting it on everything. I was doing my French fries in it. That's what Brainstorm is. Brainstorm is a really good sauce. You can just put on anything. And obviously, Article, Brandon Lay, and Jeremy making up the Savage Mode squad. And now we're going to see if they can tie up the Slayer, because without further ado, we're starting things off. Mr. Snow, kick it off for us.
Here we go, starting off again with Stress from Savage Mode. These guys need to win this one to tie the series back up, as Stress is hanging out here in Red Sneaky, locking down this position. This is a Slayer game, so no real reason necessarily to stay in Red base, but he's just playing this anchor role right now, probably listening to callouts, going down bottom mid. Something that I, try to always avoid is staying down low, because of situations just like that where you get caught out of position and slayed pretty bad. And look at this now. See a couple of them down. Scariotic now just hanging out back in toilet. That is going to fortunately give Red Team the opportunity to not get totally bogged down from a potential push here, as they are down 2-5.
Absolutely. I guess someone should have told Stress right there to go bottom mid. You need to start coaching him, Mr. Snow. Got to start coaching him. I'm winning with Scariotic, who chased that play all the way to his bottom red. And look at the call-outs. That teammate's getting shot, put in, watching his back. He gets the recon, and now Scariotic is in a non-advantageous position, even though he's the one who chased Sorrel into bottom red. 7-4 lead in favor of Flyers. But I will say a little bit of momentum now in favor of Savage Mode.
Yeah, I didn't really love that push by Scariotic down bottom mid, especially because he had his back wide open to bottom mid, so it was really easy to be, called out. And good job by that the Red member there, staying alive as best as he could. Is now still down 5 on board, back with Scariotic. He's holding down car 2, just sort of looking into Red base, putting shots down on players, making some call outs. But look at that, Sorrel is going to just get the jump on him, as now we move to Straight Sick, who's in a little bit of a 2v1, going to have a little trade there. So he's going to be taken out, and the lead is cut just little bit by little bit here.
Yeah, if there's one thing that's better than my ability to cast, it would 100% be my ability to be wrong all the time. So you have 13-8 lead now in favor of Flyers right now. They have a pretty decent lead. Sorrel sneaking up behind Super CC, and Super CC turning and giving him the wiggles. Are you kidding me? That was a beautiful reversal 5. I need to hop on board with Super CC after that one.
Yeah, somebody clipped that. I mean, right, Halo, such a team game, but your raw individual skill is going to win you moments like that and give you that momentum. Now up 7 kills. Super CC goes down there. Looks like that invis, though, going to go into the hands of Sorrel, or So Real. Sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. Hanging out back in blue 1. Going to make a flank here. He's going to start to put some shots over on this Carbine player. I'm not sure. Again, I love this. So just look at this. He's immediately being challenged. Now he needs to get that kill. He does. Brings this one back up a little bit. Cuts the lead to 5, and that was a huge 1v1 he needed to win there. However, I'd like to see him make a more coordinated push with this invis with his team. It looks like he's just trying to make his way back to them.
Oh yeah, definitely. The first thing you want to do when you get camouflage, usually get towards top mid, even P3 sometimes, but as long as you get to the top of the map and at the 50% push map, so this way, as soon as you get those call outs, you can hop on board, play sneaky, and just get into a really good position and be that ghost on the map, be that overseer. But after he gets taken out right there, 23-18 lead in favor of Flyers. That's still a 5-kill lead, and I would say, 5 kills don't seem like much, but at this level of competition with these veteran players, Straight Six not going to throw away a lead. Comedy's not going to throw away a lead, and they're going to play near perfect Halo. So if Red Team's going to make a play, it's going to be just that, them making a play to steal this lead, and not Flyers making a mistake.
Yeah, and you can see here, Straight Sick, he's just playing this very conservatively. He sees these players over here in red, he knows where they are, he's just backing down, he's playing this bubble very, very well, and he's got the support to deal with it, right? He bought himself just enough time, holding his angles for his team to come there. Now we jump back on board here with Super CC. He's running now again, flanking bottom mid here, putting shots on this player, but I believe he's got some up and top for that. Yeah, exactly. This is like these little pinches here. That was a nice little two-person pinch, sort of isolating both those players, crawling their lead back up a little bit. It's now him and his buddy trying to move and take top P position.
And yeah, this has been a strategy in Halo for years about, you know, Halo 3, Halo 2, and I mean, it's been called the duo system, the butt buddy system, whatever you want to call it, and it's the art of just hanging out in twos and baiting and switching the whole time, you know, not actually committing to individual. Oh my gosh, beautiful double kill by Scariata going for the triple right there, but not committing to any individual gunfights on your own, putting shots, switching out so your teammate can finish off the kills, and you both can take out higher skilled or higher level players when you play like that. And it even works well against teams that are at your level as well. 32-26 lead in favor of this Flyer squad, and commonly with the camouflage, taking out Stress, chilling them out for a second, if you will.
Yep, and we saw commonly over on Empire use this invis, you know, very well, and he's doing the same thing here, getting in behind these players, just taking out their Surreal. Looks like Straight Six going to come in, finish up Article. It means commonly can go hang out bottom mid, sort of put pressure now. He knows they're spawning over in blue. He's going to sprint just a little bit, sure to get an angle. His teammate, though, are you know, really cleaning this one up. Now up 11 kills. This one seems to be quite in the favor of the Flyers team here.
Absolutely, we're still on board with the 23-year-old out of Fullerton, California. That's Hamza, aka Hammy, commonly taking out Article right there. He has a player on top of car, not going to challenge that just yet. Then Unorthodoxy going back for the double challenge, for the double chow, putting some good shots on him. Now switch on board here with Scariata Jason out of the tri-state area. 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, and there's still a 12-kill lead. Scariata, I love watching this man play. He's just a hunter. Like, he will hunt you down.
That was just beautiful, right? You know, just like moving around, dipping around, you know, getting the back smack. I mean, it feels so good in Halo, right? When you're able to just sort of catch the enemy completely unawares. Look at him consistently behind the enemy team. Now, right here, they both turn around and try and kill him. He backs out so smartly. He's got the support of his team. And look at that, the support of his team right in between these blue place spawners of red team. It's just, he's just doing work. This team, you know, really showing their true skill and their teamwork right here.
Absolutely, only one more kill needed for the 50 kills put on the board here. We have Corey throwing some good nades, always getting the hit markers, but Scariata going to be selfish and take the kill for himself. Come on, Jason. When we were watching Corey, did you see selfish? Tag, damn it. Nah, I'm obviously joking. Scariata, obviously a fantastic player. Same with this whole Flyers roster. I'm a big fan of them. And what impressed me more about this Flyers roster, Snow, is that they keep getting better. These guys just came back to, you know, the players like Commonly and Straight Six, these guys just came back to Halo 5. They weren't fully adjusted the first 5 weeks. It takes a little bit of time to get used to console, to get used to Halo 5. And these guys are getting better before our eyes. I'm looking at the stats right here. But Snow, could you run those stats for me?
Yeah, I mean, this one really just, you know, the stats really tell the story here. Super great assists from their whole team. You know, pretty much everybody out assisting them there. And then obviously the kills went in favor of them. So, you know, that one looked very dominating from Flyers. So, you know, 2 small maps, they both take them both. You know, Camo being the super influence, in my opinion, there, and just the teamwork and the maneuverability around the map. So going into a game number 3, right, Savage Mode really needs to step up their game here. CTF Fathom, this is one of my favorites that will be oh no, excuse me, is it CTF Fathom? Yes, CTF Fathom. That will be what we're going into now. And what are your thoughts on this map and game type, Tony? I mean, this, to me, this is one of the greatest maps and game types for Halo 5. It's very quintessential, but it's interesting because it's more, the distance between the flags is much shorter than it is, you know, wide, right? You got the 2 tree houses on either side. You know, top mid is really your power position there. But to run a flag, it's really quick. And so this one, you know, can be a quick, you know, 3-0 if you're not careful.
It definitely can be a quick 3-0, and I see that a lot in like lower end matchmaking where I am always. But most of the time when you have top level teams, it goes the distance because of how crazy it is. You spawn and you just have open sight lines to stopping the flag. So you have to play in your perfect Halo to get that flag over to your side. And even when you get to your side, it's so easy to overextend off of spawn that these flag caps end up getting stopped. That's why we always see these games going the full 12 minutes in overtime. We saw so many times. I think it was one event where it went into like 3 different replays because it ended up in a draw multiple times. When you have high level players, it's tough. It's really tough to play Fathom out, but we're going to see what they can do because that's 3 down for the red team squad. Commonly already pulling a flag, takes out the player that was in red one. That was actually the only player that can stop him. He gets it past the 50 and whew, Snow.
Yeah. I mean, here we go, right? Like, this is exactly, you know, yes, this high-level tier players, you know, can tend to make these games go long, but if you have a start like that, you're slaying out, it can be a real quick cap. Of course, here, it's not done just yet. On board with Commonly, who's going to be in position to at least get a touch here, and it looks like he is going to get that first cap as he's fighting off this player in a one-on-one, and hey, look at that, though, straight sig. Him and Commonly, I feel like, have been sticking together so much as they've controlled that. However, now Red Team just letting that one go. Stress, top mid with this power weapon, is going to just try and control it up here. Fortunately, does get that trade, but Scariotic has a really good kill for him to take out that railgun player.
Absolutely. I didn't think he was going to get that kill, but somehow he got the trade, so obviously good kills on both ends. And Brainstorm with the nastiest shot in the game. Super CC didn't stand a chance. Now he's going to control this Salo side of things, and he has the LR in his back pocket. Fantastic long-range weapon. Again, we were talking about before, utilizing the whole sandbox that's given to you. The light rifle is amazing on these long sight lines, and that's all Fathom is, just giant long sight lines.
Yeah, it is. He's hanging out over here in Red Treehouse. You know, just trying to lock down that position, potentially go to make a play. Looks like his team was not quite ready for it there, though. Is now Super CC and Blue Team are just putting on this pressure. Coming again, these low round pushes, you know, always really surprise me, but it's not exactly where you're expecting these players to come. And look at that, he can just immediately pop right back up to top mid and get a good advantage here. And look at this, this gives Commonly his team. They are perfectly set up. He has so much help there. This is going to be a quick 2-0 lead from FLYERS.
Absolutely switch on board here with Commonly, a 2-0 lead in favor of the Blue Team squad right now. 9 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock, so that means there should be a camouflage coming up very soon. And mind you guys, this Blue Team doesn't have control, so they have a 2-0 lead, but that might mean that Savage Mode might end up with this camouflage and able to turn that into a cap, and that's actually Brainstorm Icy, who's gonna go in, backsmack Super CC base. That's one down automatically. Now gonna try to work his way over towards the flag engine side, and he has an LR in his back pocket. This is looking bad if you are a fan of FLYERS.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you mean. You saw FLYERS members sort of come back there and try and make a stop. Obviously now, you know, Red Team, look at them. They're all clustered. They're all just protecting each other super well. So look at what FLYERS is doing. They're overextending on the other side of the map. This looks like we're about to get one in there. They don't do that, though. They get the overextend. They're going to defend this for just a moment. Savage grabbing that flag, just getting a little bit closer. They're going to get the return there. It looks like this one will go in, but that was just a nice little attempt there from Blue Team. They recognize they're still up, though, as now, you know, we see a little one-on-one battle happening over here in the engine on this death screen. That player is going to be taken out, as it looks like Savage is still in this one.
Absolutely, now we're on board here. Oh, so I'm actually going to switch gears to Brainstorm, aka Icy, 2-1 lead in favor of this Blue Team squad, but Brainstorm will do everything he can to clear out his base and get to the opposite side, because there's 8 minutes 34 seconds on the clock here, Snow. So there's obviously time to come in, but not when you're dropping 2 down just like that. That's 3 down for this Red Team squad. Hold on, is FLYERS going to pull out this flag, Taylor?
I don't know. The Scariotic's doing a good thing, though, taking top mid position. He's looking for spawners, recognizes they're over here in the engine. Nobody went up to tree, nades it, pre-nades it, which is a good move there. He's hanging out. I'd like to see him get back down in this play. It looks like, is the flag still out there? What happened to the flag? No, it did not. So he's still taking this this top mid position. I thought they made a pull there, but I guess they opted not to, Tony. It looks like there was some maybe overextension from Red Team there that forced them to really come back and play it safe. And nicely done. I mean, that's those kind of calls that these top tier level players make, right? When should we go and push our advantage here, or when do we need to cut our losses and come back and make sure we defend our flag?
Absolutely, and we just saw that player actually just explode on top mid. Now on board here with Sorrel, who's going to try to make his way top mid, but it's been a while since he's played Halo 5, and he ends up missing that glamour, falling off the map. You know, you can't do that, Sorrel. Enjoy that black screen for the next 10 seconds and think about what you've done. Switch out on Gears with Article, AK the 25-year-old lane.
Yeah, well, there we go. Article takes his position there, whips that nade a little bit, I think, but he still zones those players back up. Although, unfortunately, right, he gives up his top mid position, so he doesn't have the high ground here on Commonly. Still gets the kill on him, though, as he moves his way over to Blue Silo. Going to get his shields back before he makes a move. 3 members of Blue Team sort of hanging out from Blue Tree. They spot Article out. They're going to kill him. Again, that's 2 down. So really the top mid position sort of being that power position as Blue Team is really sticking together super well. And I say super well as Super CC evades, has this railgun, picks up a killing spree, and he is pressuring this corner.
absolutely on board here with Super CC, the 21-year-old out of Coatesville, Pennsylvania. BR in hands, gonna sneak up behind that player, putting some good shots, taking out Article. Now gonna work on this player over towards Engine and Courtyard. If they can get these slays, they can get this pull. When Super CC says, out of it, these slays, I'm pulling the flag no matter what. 6 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock here. That flag is pulled out. Can he get it out of here, Taylor?
Oh, nice little beat down there. That was a huge win by him. Yeah, red team's 3 down. They're going to start to move this one. And, you know, it's funny. I was surprised to see him pull that flag the way he did there, you know, being one shot. But sometimes, you know, when you think you're going to die in those situations and you're trying to live and the flag's right there, you say, I might as well just sort of like pull this one up. And that is going to be all she wrote. 3-1. FLYERS is going to take this semifinals.